Hi, I'm Liz with Liz Toth Properties back here with Michael Lassiter from CMG Home Loans, my preferred lender. Again, we're in honor of National Mortgage Professionals Month. We're doing lender interviews all month, releasing videos each week. This week, we're talking about creative ways to pay off your mortgage faster. I'm super interested in hearing about this topic. And I know I have a lot of clients as well who will be very interested in hearing about this topic as well. So tell us a little bit about what you recommend or anything that you guys offer that's unique.
Yeah, well, thanks, Liz, for having us. So, there's a lot of different strategies out there in the marketplace. Paying once you close on your house and you move in, once the loan is set up for servicing, when you start actually making the payments, that's when you can set up different types of, repayment structures. One of the more popular ones is some servicers like CMG, we service all of our loans, offer what's called a biweekly payment plan. Basically, they break the mortgage payment into two payments, and you really don't feel it any different as a consumer because most people are paid biweekly on their jobs. And the way the math works out over a year, you end up not feeling any difference, but you end up making one extra payment on the mortgage. And what that ends up to the consumer on average is it cuts about 8 years of interest off of a 30-year mortgage. So just one little small tweak like that, setting up a biweekly payment plan. Again, not all servicers offer that, but that would be something the consumer would set up with their servicer once they close and fund and move into their house. I mean, of course, you can, in North Carolina especially, and in most states, they don't have prepayment penalties. Most of the loans do not. It's against the law to put prepayment penalties on loans. So any loan under 150,000 is against the law in the state of North Carolina to put a prepayment penalty on that. So a customer can prepay as much interest as they want. And of course, that saves interest over the life of the loan. There's also options for recast as well. So if someone sells their house and relocates to this area and they want to go ahead and move into their new home, put a little bit of a down payment, then once their house sells maybe out of state and they have a large principal amount that they want to put down, large servicers like us, we offer a recast option as well, which is in essence like putting down the money up front, and they basically recast or reamortize, the mortgage out for the remaining principal balance, and it actually lowers the payment monthly for the consumer. So if you prepay a traditional mortgage, it does save you interest, but it never changes the principal and interest payment or the total mortgage payment that's required monthly until it's paid off. The recast option allows that, as if you put the money down up front, it's got to be at least $10,000, and it kind of resets that payment structure for the buyer for the remaining term of the mortgage.
And I've had some clients do that and have really benefited from that. And the number one question when I bring it up with folks is that, do all the terms, stay the same if we recast, or, how is it different than refinancing?
Well, it actually saves the customer a lot of money versus going through the refinance process.
Mm-hmm.
You have to redo just a few documents. We have to re-record a new deed of trust based upon the new loan amount. The whole process is about $500 because we have to go back to the attorney or title and reissue title work based upon the new principal balance. But it's certainly a lot cheaper than refinancing, but the terms of the loan stay the same, just like you close. So same interest rate and terms, if it's a 30 or 15 or 20, that's not affected at all during the recast.
Yeah, and that's awesome. I mean, that's such a big benefit because there's a lot of people out there that want to sell their home, but they want to move. They want to know where they're going and be moved before they put their home on the market. So that's a huge benefit.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. And here at CMG, we offer a very unique product. We're the only lender in the country about paying the mortgage off faster. We created a product back in 2005 called the All-in-One Mortgage. A lot of other countries outside of the U.S. structure their mortgages differently. In the U.S., all loans it's called amortization. So basically, it's a 30-year loan. On the front end, it's all front loaded with interest. So even if you prepay your mortgage, the first half of your mortgage on a 30-year term, the first 15 years is primarily interest, right? Because the average mortgage term in the United States is less than about 8.5 years right now. With the all-in-one mortgage, It's a very unique. It's a first position line of credit attached to a sweep account, which is a checking and savings account. And it's a 30-year line of credit. And just with the way it's structured, you start paying interest off day one. The average consumer will pay off their mortgage in half the time and save
Wow.
hundreds of thousands of dollars of interest. It's a little technical, but
Yeah.
you can check it out. It's called the All-in-One Mortgage. You can check on CMG website to learn a little bit more about that information.
And if someone's interested in that, they would just go through like they would apply like they're applying for a mortgage and go through that process like they
Absolutely.
were,
Yeah,
even though they have their current mortgage in place and everything, they would still just apply and go through that process, see if they're approved.
absolutely. Yeah, we analyze that and kind of lay that against a traditional, 30-year mortgage or 15-year mortgage. We oftentimes we compare the all-in-one just to show our consumers, man, this could be some drastic interest savings over the life of the loan. So
And that's awesome. That's very cool. Well, thank you so much. This is a topic that I'm interested in, and I always have a lot of clients asking me about it because nobody likes to have a big 30-year mortgage, and carrying that all the time. And everybody is trying to be creative and, figuring out how to pay off their mortgage faster. So that's awesome that you guys offer this unique program. And thank you for some of the ideas, and recasting is awesome as well. If you have more questions for Michael or you want to connect with him, his information is in the verbiage below the video. You can reach out to him. His phone number, email, and website are in there. If you have questions on purchasing a home in the Raleigh area, check out my YouTube channel. Welcome to Raleigh. There's more videos like this, city tours, community tours, buyer tips, and more information on the real estate market. And stay tuned. Our last video, we're going to be talking more about a mortgage for a vacation home versus a second home. So thank you, Michael, for participating in our lender series. And I thank you for watching our video, and I look forward to talking to you soon.
thank you.